Okay, so either one of you can start with your introduction.
Hi, my name is Jacqueline Ang. I'm a second year from John Muir College, and I think, sorry, being a part of PCC this year definitely motivated me to go for this position because I feel that my past experiences definitely fit me for this spot. During high school, I joined my Morse drill team during my second year, and then my senior year I became captain. I managed practices, performances, events, music, and I had to lead the team. I know what it's like, and I know the stress of being a captain and being a leader, but I believe that when you stress over something so much, I think it just comes to show how much of a passion you have for it, and I have a passion for leading. I think it's not just about being a leader, but it's being a friend to the people that we're leading. I ended off the year winning first place regionals and fifth place nationals, while also beating the record for how many performances within a year. Okay. I think being a and working with your partner, I think it's important to create a good communication between the two and between the people that you're leading. I think the problem this year was lack of communication and misunderstandings between choreographers, coordinators, PCCers, and if I am elected with my I want to create a good communication between everyone, and so that everyone knows like what's going on, what's happening, what we plan on achieving, and I think with a good communication, you create a closer bond and a better community. I know that my and I would, if I'm wrong, are bound to go through a lot of struggles, but I know that within every struggle is a greater outcome. So by being I would want to allow people the opportunity to speak, because a voice heard is better than a voice unsaid.
Hi, I'm Edward Alvarado. I am from Glendale, California. I'm a management science poli-sci, don't major from Warren. I have a short story. Last year, it was Pride Day. I was walking and I saw KP and I said, hell no. I will not join that organization. Filipinos, they're annoying. And look at me now, I'm running for COCO. After the big circle last Saturday, my growth was reaffirmed with my appreciation of my culture and who I am, and this is why one of the big reasons of why I want to do COCO. For my leadership experiences, I was president of ACSY, which is American Cancer Society Youth of my school, and my task was to coordinate the Relay for Life in my area, City of Glendale, and I raised $17,000 in the span of 3 months for the cause. I was a 2-year sports editor for my newspaper, which was nominated as one of the best newspapers in the country last year. And for that, I was in charge of 4 people for my staff. I was in charge of layouting pages and being on time with everything and just dealing with people in school. And I honestly just miss the stress and the rush of you have one big product at the end of every month that you have to finish, but it's all struggle from then on and all-nighters and everything. And I feel like PCC there's going to be struggles in the middle of everything, but at the end it's going to be all worth it because your end product is going to be amazing.
Okay, so now we will start the question. So who has a question for the COCO? Maria, first question.
So I kind of have 2 questions. So I guess the first question is, how do you plan to instill community values while also working towards the show? Because I know that it's really hard to like kind of discipline people, to work towards the show and also instill community values, as you know, from the community part. So how do you plan on doing that?
Okay, to instill the community or hashtag community, whatever you want to call it, one big reason that everybody was mad is time management and stuff like that. So I feel as to instill community in the PCC process, we should offer spaces in which the upperclassmen and the underclassmen bond. I want to make sure that the upperclassmen do come out and service their role as to giving back to the community and being there to be the examples for the underclassmen. One thing that I was thinking about was since spring quarter and winter quarter, it's during winter and spring quarter, you do need to study, and I was thinking of to build that community, to have like study spaces, and also involve like a COCO1 or like push or coursters, because they're trained to be like tutors and mentors. Maybe people from push can tutor with chemistry or something like that, which are like, you know, those are like the health classes that fresh people or first years at least take. And so like you're not only bonding with COCO1 or with push, you're also building, like you're making them aware of the other components of KP, like KP4, in which we're it's like we're taught to deal with other people and just show like, oh, like this is what we do and we're helping right now, and it's just like one big room with a lot of people like working, and that's family, that's community, and that's just, I think that exposure to everyone, I think, is one big thing that we need to have next year.
I think I agree. I also have a suggestion. I think that you can't force a community in the time span. Like you have to have enough time to build that community, and I think it's important to start early and to also have the community involved in the actions and the agreements that you make with your co. I want to just keep a closer connection and communication, like allowing them to be able to have a say in like when they want practices or like how they want things to run. I also want to make it fun for them, like not only starting it early, but like creating a pattern where they know when it's serious time and when they know they can have fun. And I think that's just a way to make it more successful and to not scare people about PCC, but to make them more excited more than afraid.
So it's gonna be so Jane and then Kabad. Oh, okay. So it's gonna be, I saw Jane, Kabad, Rachel, and Erickson. So we're just gonna go with Jane, and then we'll see who's next.
So the word community has been used loosely a lot this year and has often been misinterpreted and sometimes even used disrespectfully. Other SAC organizations have even seen our forms of communities as problematic. PCC is supposed to not only foster community but also teach us about our roots as Filipino Americans. So how do you plan to integrate growth, knowledge, and solidarity to create actual community within the space and with other SAC organizations as COCO? Yeah. So the word community has been used loosely a lot this year and has often been misinterpreted and sometimes even used disrespectfully. Other SAC organizations have even seen our forms of community as problematic. And PCC is supposed to not only foster community but also teach us about our roots as Filipino Americans. So how do you plan to integrate growth, knowledge, and solidarity to create actual community within the space and with other SAC organizations as COCO?